Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Continuing our Top 15 series, we've got something special lined up for you today. I know so many of you have been asking for a customer reviews analysis for this one. Well, we're finally doing it. But before we get into that, don't forget to check this exclusive discount for it. You can find the link in both the video description and the top comment below. Now let's not waste any more time and jump right into the details.
Let's start by delving into the insights shared by our first reviewer.
This reviewer is highly satisfied with this monitor, finding it a significant upgrade from a previous, smaller 1080p screen. Extensive research preceded the purchase. The goal was a professional-looking display, avoiding the often gamer-centric aesthetics of similarly priced options. While initially considering 4K monitors, the lack of affordable ultra-high-resolution choices led to this particular model. Despite initial reservations about the resolution, the jump from 1080p to this monitor's resolution, coupled with the larger screen size, proved transformative for productivity. The reviewer utilizes it extensively for work and school, praising the ability to have multiple windows open side by side, effectively replacing a dual monitor setup with a cleaner, more efficient, and less power-hungry solution. While super ultra-wide options exist, the reviewer considers this size to be perfectly adequate. The monitor's comprehensive specifications are recommended for review before purchase. Setup was straightforward. Using a DisplayPort connection, the monitor self-calibrated, requiring no adjustments to settings. Color calibration and aspect ratio were perfect out of the box, a welcome change from previous experiences where extensive calibration was necessary. The inclusion of HDMI, Thunderbolt, and several USB ports enhances its versatility, allowing for convenient laptop charging and connection. Image quality is exceptional. The reviewer attributes some of their satisfaction to the marked improvement over their previous monitor but also notes the crisp, clear visuals. Though not UHD, the resolution is more than sufficient for the intended use. While acknowledging that it wouldn't compare to a high-end display like an iMac Retina, this monitor easily serves as a primary display, paired with a laptop in clamshell mode. High-resolution images look superb, and color and gamma tests confirmed excellent factory calibration. Brightness levels are also more than adequate. The monitor's design is a key selling point for the reviewer, presenting a sleek and professional appearance, unlike what the reviewer perceives as the often garish aesthetic of gaming monitors. The build quality is solid, with a minimal bezel and a subtle chin at the bottom. A protective film on the screen was appreciated. The included accessories, such as various cables and cable management tools, were also praised, although the packaging itself was rather unremarkable.
Great! Now let's see what our next reviewer has to say about their experience.
This reviewer's experience with this monitor, their first ultra-wide and curved screen, has been a mixed bag. The primary motivation for the purchase was the integrated KVM switch, intended to streamline switching between a Mac and a PC. While the ultrawide format proved a reasonable replacement for a dual monitor setup, albeit slightly smaller in total screen area than the equivalent resolution in two standard displays, the initial experience with the curved screen was somewhat jarring, though this quickly subsided. The monitor's size, however, proved less than ideal for picture-in-picture or picture-by-picture functionalities. The major drawback, however, centered around the KVM's functionality, which proved unreliable and frustrating. The system frequently failed to detect signals when switching between input devices, especially after a machine had been in sleep mode. This unreliability was further compounded by the monitor's tendency to become unresponsive, requiring a complete power cycle, unplugging the monitor to restart it, to resolve the issue. This rendered the KVM largely unusable in its initial state, significantly detracting from the overall experience. Fortunately, a subsequent firmware update addressed these critical KVM issues. Following the update, the switching problems and system freezes were largely resolved. However, a limitation remains. the KVM only supports 2 devices despite the monitor's capability to connect 3. This is due to the monitor only offering 2 upstream USB connections for keyboard and mouse sharing. While this limitation is a minor inconvenience compared to the initial problems, it prevents a seamless transition for those who require simultaneous use of 3 devices. Consequently, even after addressing the more significant issues, this reviewer assigns a rating of 4.5 out of 5 stars, acknowledging both the improvements made by the firmware update and the persisting limitation of the KVM's dual device support.
Excellent. Let's find out what our next reviewer has to share about their experience.
This reviewer is very pleased with this monitor, despite initially encountering some technical hurdles. Even though their older graphics card prevents them from using the monitor's full resolution, the image quality at a lower resolution remains impressively sharp, far exceeding expectations for a downscale display. Most monitors appear grainy when operated below their native resolution, but this is not the case here. The image retains a high degree of clarity. The most significant initial challenge involved mouse performance. The cursor exhibited extreme jumpiness, a problem that initially led the reviewer down several troubleshooting paths, including checking mouse drivers. These efforts proved fruitless, as the issue only resolved when the resolution was significantly lowered. Experimentation revealed the root cause: the graphics card driver, by default, was incorrectly identifying this monitor as a television, resulting in an extremely low refresh rate of 24 Hz. This low refresh rate explained the choppy mouse movement. Switching the monitor profile from TV to monitor mode in the graphics settings improved the refresh rate to 30 Hz at the monitor's full resolution, but the jumpiness persisted. However, reducing the resolution to 2560 by 1080 increased the refresh rate to 60 Hz, effectively resolving the mouse problem. While this means the reviewer will eventually need a more powerful computer to fully utilize this monitor's capabilities, the experience highlights a potential area for improvement. The default setting for this monitor should be monitor mode, rather than TV mode, to prevent similar issues for other users with less technical expertise. This seemingly small adjustment would dramatically improve the out-of-the-box user experience and alleviate unnecessary troubleshooting.